So this is one of my first dragon books. It was like, I think my second one I ever made, and it was supposed to be like a black dragon, kind of more like silver than black, but it came out pretty cool. My husband wanted me to sell it at a discount, and I was like, nah, I'll just keep it. It'll be my first try, one of my first try memorials. So it's a keepsake. So what I've done of this is just, I call it like dark theme, but it kind of just went everywhere. But basically all the things I have scraps on, or I tried out, like, or if the pages got slightly damaged, I put them in this book, and I like tried different things out in this one. So I kind of made it pretty. But this is, I don't know, I think it's an art journal, but not really, because I don't do art. I do have my husband's art in here. So this is kind of like a reproduction or a test trial of the one I made my brother for his book. I should probably do a little bit more glue, but it's okay. It's got like a little pouch. So this is the one where I made funny sounds when I was cleaning it, and I got embarrassed, and my husband uploaded it anyways. And I found this cool craft paper kind of stuff online. This is St. Patrick's Day almost, because I didn't finish it yet. My husband's supposed to draw something for it, so I can put that in there. And I found this paper like on a sale at Staples or something. That's supposed to be for certificate paper, but obviously you can use anything for anything. So that's also St. Patrick's Day. And I already had this. It's really neat. So this is some just plain butterfly paper, and I put cut out stickers on it to make it look kind of 3D. And this is my Easter spread that I've already done. So ooh, you can look at it here, but I like it. And I need to put some backing behind it. Usually when you have kind of cheapish paper, they leave it white. That's how you can tell if it's cheap. But sometimes you have really cool patterns, they just don't fill out the back. So when that happens, I'll show you. I usually put my own like little leftovers here to make it look less bad. And this is from Excalibur Comics, and just random stickers and stars. So my husband's like, what's going on here? I really don't know. It's just stickers I liked. This is actually like a patch you could put on clothes if you wanted to. And then I found these, I think a lot of these came from the dollar store. Somebody randomly prints these on Etsy with crying people. And then I had these little stickers forever, and I don't know what to do with them. So this is some art my husband made. Oop. Okay, it's not that bad. This is a comic sticker I cut out from Iron Man. I think I want to put something up here, but I don't know. This is some really cheap like flashcards or some kind of thing that's for like educational purposes, but I just cut them out and made them a sticker for this page. And I don't know what to put on it yet, so it's blank. I have enough space if I decide to find something cool. This is like my favorite one. This is like the first pop-it I made, one of the pop-ups I made. So also from X-Men, I have like the little tarot card in the background and some scraps and stickers. And then I use my little We Are Memory Keepers letter makers to make this and that one too. And I don't have anything yet, but I'm gonna put something sometime. And this is another one I made recently. I found some leftover vinyls I was using for the Monte Cristo book, and I cut them out and had some other stickers. I made them kind of 3D, so it's like floating on the page with some weird birds and an eyeball, you know. And I did, like, this is actually just a regular piece of paper. I put a back to it, because this paper that it came from, I think Joann's, it had no back. It was super thin, so I just backed it before I even put a hole in it. And then same kind of deal. This is just regular cardstock. This one came, like I said, sometimes they'll come with like no color on the back, so I put a scrap here. And same kind of thing. I was working on this. I don't know what to do with it exactly, but I like this one. This is something my husband made. Here's another art piece. He made this for my mom's book. So my mom wanted us to make a cover on the book, and he painted it on, you know, I think it was, what's that thing? Clip Studio. And he printed it, but he printed it on bad paper to begin with. I told him to use the high quality sticker paper, and he didn't listen to me. So I used it to make like a test dummy of what I wanted to do. So what I did was actually make a like a kind of scrapbooking / 3D version of the cover. and I hand painted the background. This is not my work, but like I did watercolors and I used inks on the back, and I'll show it to you eventually, but it came out looking awesome. So this is like the test dummy for how it looks, and I just kept it because technically the angel kind of looks like my mom, but you know, I think it's cute. And then same kind of thing here. It's a comic, but it has like you can see the whole panel in here. And this is okay, I remember her name, Emma Frost. Okay. Snow Queen is Emma Frost. I think it's so cool. I don't know, it just looks awesome. This is like set in an alternate universe for that Excalibur series. I didn't read all of it, but I found a cheap comic at the thrift store. It was already kind of beat up. And I did double check on eBay. There's lots of them, so if you want one, go get one. It's like $1. So I did butcher it and put it in here. I just like certain panels. And I used the rest of it in my other book that looks like an Egyptian theme book because I liked it that way. Still got to put it back on this one. And these things, oh, this is a picture my husband drew of me. And then this is like this cool, like, I'm like almost x-ray like thing. And if you put it against it, then it looks like bats in the forest. Oh, kind of pretty. This is Christmas, but I like this, so I put this in here. And this is so cool. I still gotta put it back on this one. This is another comic that I recycled. I get a lot of cheap, ugly, beat up comics. This is I don't know, Arno. It's not Iron Man. His name is Arno. I think it's Iron Man's descendant or dad or somebody, like, and I thought this was recent, but apparently this is like 10, 15 years old. So old Arno, he had such a cool cover, and I bought it just because of this cover, and I wanted to make it 3D like this. It's so awesome. But then the rest of the book, it was just about this weird alien cattle, and it was like, yes, I do read these before I chop them up. So I was looking at it like, what is going on? And then they had like a stampede and like random stuff, and the cattle don't have faces. It's like genetically modified or like just creepy. I don't know. I think I picked it up in the middle of a story because I didn't understand what was going on. But I don't even think he was Iron Man in there. I don't know why he did this. Cover was cool though. Would not recommend. Okay. He's pretty neat. I like it. So anyways, I still think he's cool. I don't know about that comic though. Like not one good picture of Iron Man in there, I don't think. I did use the stampede thing inside of a different book though, because I thought it was funny. Okay. I like this texture of paper. And this is another prototype. We were trying to make a pop-up for my Pokemon book, but it was too big, so I just pasted it here. This is some art I made from my brother's book that was the Evil Dead, the monster he plays a lot. This is some kind of, I don't know, I forgot, but it's like a creepy manga. I don't know the person's name. I feel bad. My brother loves this one though, so I got like a ton of stickers. I've given him like 3 sets of these things, and this is something I found that I liked. Yeah. And this one I got from like a Halloween pack or something. I thought it was funny because I like that. I think it's the kiss, right? It's supposed to be, but they put death in here instead. And I like these flowers, and I like this. I think it's the same Halloween set. A lot of this stuff is blank because I don't have anything yet, but I always come up with stuff. So, and then here is this like fake leather I got from the dollar store. I put this in here for a reason. You're going to see it in a second. So I notice how there's another blank page with nothing on it. Probably not going to be anything on it. It's double reinforced because I have these little flowers in it, and the little knobs put holes in things. But I like this paper, but it got damaged, so I couldn't use it in a set. So I just took it for myself, and I think I put a video already of me gluing these on here. And this is another cool Halloween set. And whatever this is, and this is the vampire area of the book, which is interesting too. I found this at a dollar store too. Dollar store has better stickers than most places. I don't know why. This is also a work my husband did for like the Dracula's Brides. And then here is some more vampire looking stuff. This is a beat up copy of Dracula that I also got at a thrift store. I made a whole Dracula book with my favorite quotes. In case anybody wants to know, like, I love that book so much. I'm such a weird Dracula nerd. I have like 5 different copies, and one of them, the most recent one I got, actually has pictures in it. It's like not a graphic novel, but kind of like it. I was like, I couldn't believe I found them. Like, this is so cool. But they didn't like rewrite the text to make it a graphic novel. They just put pictures with the actual book, so it's extra. It's like really thick and it's awesome. I have so many copies of this thing, and I found a lesser unfortunate copy to beat up, and I put ink on it to make it look even older and like fake, like I don't know, stains here. And so here we got some more bats. And I love like certain quotes, so I did put good ones in the other book, but I kept my favorite ones for here. I'll be honest with you. Pretty much a reproduction that we could put together. My husband had to scan this like 8 times to put a decent picture together, and then I wish he would have put it on better print paper, but it's really cool. So now I get to see it without taking it back out and beating it up again, because it's already, like, look, I've been taping it, I've been doing what I can to maintain it, and I bet somebody would buy it. I really feel like they would, because you can't find it anywhere. Like, I got the actual magazine where it came out of. But yeah, I just love the poses and like the colors and like the clothes, and like whoever did the makeup and the hair, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry. So then here's some more Dracula quotes and stuff that I like. And I like this thing. I put a bunch of random stuff in here. This is like, well, okay, I guess that's to keep people out of there. I don't know. But this is, when I make my brother's book for The Evil Dead, we invented a fake language so that he would have to read it, but he never did anyways. But so there's the language code that we put together. And it was so weird. For a while, my husband and I were just writing in this. I don't know. I hope we're okay. We would write each other notes. Like, if I was like, if he was doing something and I wanted to like, or he was talking to somebody, I don't know. But if I wanted to send him a secret note, I just write in this language and hold it up to him, and he would understand it. It was kind of, we had to kind of stop. I'm like, this is a little bit much. It's too in character here. Oh yeah, here's the same, I think it's, wait, never mind. Here's some blank pages. I haven't gotten any vampire stuff lately. Here's the same ad campaign. So you can see my little crinkles. But at least I got it in the, I put like a little leather patch around it, a little leather frame. Now I have a frame maker. That would have been even cooler, but whatever. So here's a close-up of the head bride of Dracula. And I found this in the calendar. That's why it looks that way, but it's so pretty. I saw this like online somewhere, or maybe it was on a YouTube video, but it's somewhere. I forgot what this place is, but I want to visit. It's really creepy looking. It looks like Mordor. I imagine what Mordor look like. Okay. Anyways, here's some nice thrifty paper I got from Ollie's, I think. But it's like, it's ink stains that somebody made into scrapbook paper. Here's some random blue things I found. I'm just compiling blue things. Here is like a horse. I love horses too. I'm scared of them though. I don't really, I rode on a horse one time and that was enough for me. I've ridden on a horse and a mule, but horse too tall for me. I'm not into it that much. It's too scary. But I love to see them. One time we went to a fair and I saw this horse that was like 8 foot tall, maybe 9 foot tall, not standing up. He was just he was on his all fours, just walking around. And I looked at the lady, I'm like, does he eat people? And she's like, no, I feed him normal horse food. I'm like, are you sure? Because the rest of the horses don't look like this. Something's going on. He was this giant black horse. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I just was like, that's amazing that it's like a creature that is alive. It's like something you would read in a fairy tale or a scary fantasy book. It was real. It was really 9 foot tall. I don't know what it was called, but I went to a country fair because I live in the country. But they were showing horses, and we got to go after the show. We got to go walk around and look at people's horses. And I was like, that is a beast. It was so scary, but cool at the same time. I would totally have one, but we would just be friends. Like, I would not try to ride it. I would just feed it as much as it demanded because I would be scared of it. But anyways, I love that horse. It was so cool. Should have asked. I think she did tell me what breed it was, but I don't remember. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. So if you're watching this video, put me a comment and tell me what breed that was 9 foot tall. This came from a coloring book, but I don't feel like coloring it. These are some cool stickers I liked. And then here is these things I got. Somebody prints playing cards. Like, these are like book. I can't remember the word, but basically you would mark your book. Like, it's like a stamp kind of, but you would, when you wanted to make people know it was your book, you press it or something. Book press, I forgot. But you basically put your own label on your book and you put it in your library and stuff. Book plates, I think. So they had like cards printed, and I found the funniest ones. I like the ones with the tiny rooms in it. So you can see how their house looked back then. Like, really? That's how your house was? That's crazy. That's a nice looking office. Anyways, that's what I like there. Oh, this is a cool little print. And this is also my husband's art. It's one of the characters I made for one of the stories I was writing. And yeah, this one's, this is actually a card. If you buy something from my shop that looks like this or is elf-like, then I put this card as a thank you card. But nobody's bought anything like that recently, so. Okay. This is some more. This is a paper I made for Day of the Dead book. But I guess this one didn't make it, so I just put it in mine. It's like a junkyard pile of stuff. This is a random thing with birds. Now this is really cool. My husband made this pattern. He drew a bunch of jellyfish, then he made it into a brush. So he made my own like scrapbook paper. So here's a bunch of jellyfish in different positions. Here's a hermit crab. And this is the back of my book. We finally reached the back of it. It doesn't want to close anymore. I'm probably going to have to switch it from, I think these are 2-inch. Maybe not even 2-inch. Looks like 1.5. I'll probably have to switch it for 2-inch rings soon. So that. And the reason why it looks kind of warped is because I abused it with too many pages. So, I don't know. I like him. He wasn't even supposed to be used because my husband wanted to get rid of him for like $10 or something. But I'm glad I didn't because it's really neat. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Like and subscribe.